The High Dominion has seized the opportunity presented by their advanced, if slightly gullible, neighbors and partners in warfare, and now controls the majority of Numerian space. With more to go. It doesn't get better than this. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Galactic Paragons in our High Dominion 2 series. So, yeah, this is going stupidly well. I'm going to go ahead and give the order to hit Guarton, and then we're going to come back and try... Actually, no, I remember. I wanted to go ahead and hit their capital as soon as possible, and that's what we're going to do. So, let's... You know what? How strong is the army on their capital? I don't know yet, but I think we're about to find out. I haven't used the full force of my army, which is hilarious. Like, I haven't even recruited the best units that I can recruit for this fight. That's how much we've caught them off guard. We just haven't even had to use everything at our disposal. We're just annihilating them.
Attacking enemy assets.
And you can tell economically that we're strengthening because we don't have any shortages anymore, despite the fact that we have issues on so many planets. Now, part of that is probably due to just stabilization at this point. Like, things are getting better. But at the same time, I don't think that that's all of it. All right, let's put a starbase there. I definitely don't think that's all of it. I think that we're conquering so much territory so quickly that we're just starting to move into the black economically in every category.
Attacking enemy assets.
Which isn't necessarily the rule of thumb in Stellaris. Like, if you make the wrong move, if you imbalance your economy in some way, or if you push too hard, too fast in certain ways, there's no such thing as steamrolling an entire empire so quickly that you have no economic problems. But I'm doing what I can to balance it in that way, and it's paying off. All right, so I can expand the council again. We have a new position. So we can either have a high ambassador or grand storyteller. Let's do a grand storyteller. So this is extra governing ethics attraction and leader experience gain. And in order to... Oh, wow. Yeah, we actually have Tig, daughter of Utra, who, remember, she can stay in her... One of the things I love about the counselors is, with the exception of Executor Nock, who is, Candrith's successor, any counselor can stay in their position. So if they're a scientist out on a science ship exploring, I'm not going to have to pull this person off of that. So by installing Tig, daughter of Utra, now she's old. She's 71, so she's not going to live much longer. But we have maybe another 20 years with her if she doesn't get any negative traits. And we're going to have better ship upkeep and army upkeep as a result of having her in place as the Grand Storyteller. And we have the benefits of having a Grand Storyteller, which means extra governing ethics attraction, which translates to more stability, less rebellion, a little bit. 2% is not a huge bonus. And then 2% more leader experience gain, which is crazy. All right, so now we can choose another agenda. Believe it or not. All right, so superior colonies is actually quite tempting because we have so much colonization to do. And then young colonies get planetary build speed plus 50% for 10 years. That seems like a really good idea. Is there anything else that favored society? Oh man, look at that. Resources from jobs 20%. The only thing I don't like about that is that at the end of those 10 years, I'm going to lose that. So I'm going to get that massive resource boost, and it's going to be great, and I might be able to do a lot with it, but then it's going to go away. I prefer to build a little bit of momentum. At least that's the direction I currently feel like I'm heading in. Yeah, superior colonies feels like the way to go right now, given that we know we're going to be doing a lot of colonization. All right, so we have arrived in orbit we've arrived in their home system, and it looks like they don't stand a chance. Yep, we control it. Now we just need to get our fleet there and conquer it. Now, actually, we can take that planet first, and then come here to Sagara. It shouldn't take too long. We do need to see how big their garrison is. Oh yeah, they're fine. Garrison strength is 51. We'll be okay. We will handle it. It'll be fine. All right, so we're over here as well, taking territory left and right, and it's fantastic.
Construction complete.
You have one or more leaders ready to be put to work. Oh, that's interesting. So I could have another scientist. Hold the heck on. I could have another scientist. I want to make sure this is connected. There we go. So, maybe I was... Okay, I've got some science ships. Maybe that's what it is. I had more science... Oh, you know what? Some of these science ships have been around. Yeah, I get it. Where's the best one? These are science ships that belonged to the other empire, so I need to go ahead and delete them anyway. But I'll keep this one, because I can actually give Tyrion, Keeper of the Vaults, a job. And what can I do with that? Can I have you researching anything? I mean, there's some debris for sure. Why don't you come here and take care of these research projects, and then maybe we'll just have you go explore. How about that? Seems like a good idea. Also, it seems like they had some colony ships. Okay, this explains why I saw some things. Yeah, there are lots of colony ships out and about. Wait, these are Sundrian colony ships? I mean... I don't know where they're coming from, but if they're Sundrian colony ships, I may as well keep them, you know? Tell you what, let's send you over here, and the two of you will send you over to Ulkad. Now, it's going to cost 5,000 energy to terraform each of these, so it's going to be a long time before I can use those colony ships, but I can just have them there ready to colonize, which is nice. Anyway, let's go back to speed 2. Yeah, so this is going too well. I need the other shooter drop at some point. Whereas the first circle seemingly consisted of the ramshackle dwellings of the outcast and destitute, this second circle has more in common with the Dominion notion of proper urban planning. We find several open squares our scientists assume used to be marketplaces, though anything from back then has long since decayed to the point where it is impossible to make out what it might have been. It does not take long before we start finding unusual remains in this part of the dome too. They seem to have perished in much the same way as their poorer neighbors, and we find the dead strewn all over, yet another brutal sight.
Star system charted.
Nice. All right, so we can definitely go ahead and do a couple of things. Let's go ahead and build that research station, build that starbase.
Attacking enemy assets.
We're still exploring here. Yeah, this is obscene at this point. All right, so let's go ahead and have these guys land here. It won't take long. Available leader traits. Ukna, daughter of Fori. One of our governors. So... extra trade value? Yeah, let's just improve that trait. You've already got it. Improve that one. Also, that reminds me. I had a commenter point something out a bit ago, and I want to look at these. All right, so the Oracle increases stability. And per level, they reduce crime by 3, and they're currently level 6. So there should be an 18, like minus 18 crime reduction. But also, because you're the Oracle, yeah, so it shows right there. Because you're the Oracle, I remember there being an additional benefit. With regard to crime reduction. And I think it has more to do with... Hang on, let's take a look at the sector map. Okay, yeah, so minus 45 on the planet where they're housed. So where are you specifically? It says your home planet is the Ferris Mandate. Is that where you actually are? No, it's not. Because the Oracle is the governor of Wayford. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So Tugum, you can see from the icon here, is the capital world. Okay. Yeah, there was a little bit of confusion. I appreciate this commenter pointed this out to me. When I was looking at this previously, I'm not sure which wires got crossed, and I would have to go back and listen to myself, but like there was a little bit of confusion with regard to these crime bonuses that I've got from the Oracle. One is, of course, due to their level 6 governor skill, which is the negative 18, and the negative 45 is due to their being the Oracle. The negative 45, or the negative 18 applies to their entire sector, but the negative 45 from being the Oracle only applies to their homeworld. And I had a moment, I think, where I thought that it was applying everywhere.
Planetary
I got excited.
Commenced. Ground invasion force
Oh,
seized the
okay, so it
planet.
looks like they took a system over here. That's kind of annoying. And that just gives me even more reason to get over here as fast as I can. I just want to see if I can nab that system from them while I still have the opportunity. And frankly,
Technology secured.
yeah, I don't have any information on that system, but I can probably go ahead and take these while I'm waiting, and maybe I'll gain some additional intel on that while I'm flying around nearby. All right, civilian fabricators have been unlocked. Very nice. I think city housing, city district housing +1 will probably be a good idea right now, giving people additional living space while we're still stabilizing from that integration
Construction complete.
is not the worst idea.
Attacking enemy assets.
All right, so we're still down here, just clearing out.
Construction complete.
Nothing's stopping me. It's not even, there's no combat to even watch because there are no fleets standing in my way.
Planetary invasion commenced.
All right, so I think that was the sound of the invasion on their capital. It was. Yeah, they're done. That's their front line already collapsing.
Technology secure.
They just don't stand a chance. All right, antimatter reactor has been unlocked. Advanced combat rules. Let's go ahead and get better code breaking. I think it's probably past time for that.
Ground invasion force has seized the planet.
Very nice.
Attacking enemy assets.
All right, so Kirthast needs to go ahead and upgrade. Oh, wow. You have a lot of crap. None of that's necessary. Well, I mean, it's useful. Don't get me wrong. Good job. You kind of built your planet right. Well done. But we're gonna reconfigure a few things here. And also, I think I'm gonna replace one of these research labs with. We need gene clinics, and I'm gonna replace another one of these research labs with hollow theaters. Yep. And then you actually have an opening here. So Faculty of Archaeo Studies. Haven't done that in too many places. I think best idea here would be Audicton Monument. All right, we have no information on this system, which is, that's strange to me. But I guess it's just because it's buried in a nebula. Also, it's interesting that the Coalition has some occupied systems over here, you know? But it doesn't actually seem... I'm not sure what's going on. Like, why don't they just have that territory? You know? A little bit strange to me. All right, so this fleet is down here kicking ass. Let's go ahead and have you clean out there first, and then there, and then there. We just have a number of planets to conquer, and then I will send you back down here. But we've pretty much won the war at this point. It's just a matter of taking their territory from them and stabilizing it. And then we can start spending money. Hang on. Can I reinforce it all? Yes, I can. Let me pause for just a moment and see. Yeah, so the Sagara station can be connected. There's a couple that can be connected. I want to make sure those are all linked in. Now let's go ahead and upgrade some of my stations to the next level, because I certainly have unlocked the next level for a lot of these, but I haven't really had the alloys, and now I do. Now I do, let me tell you. Alright, so this army needs to now land here. Yeah, doesn't stand a chance. This has just been an absolute annihilation of their territory, and it's glorious. I have enjoyed every moment of this. It was just the most unexpected surprise to have the coalition vote to, you know, embark on this venture with us, but we've taken full advantage of it, and it's wonderful. All right, so the Covenant of Kart has finally embraced the faction, adopting their core values and policies. I don't even know where the Covenant of Kart is. Oh, did they just have a rebellion? They did. So they rebelled against the Numerian Crusaders. Like, literally right here. Which is hilarious. Because they're helping to close off this territory from me. Oh my god. Alright. I'm going to come over here and take these systems real quick.
Technology secured.
I don't even recognize this territory over here anymore because it's changed hands so quickly that I come over here and I'm like, wait, this belongs to me now? What? It's pretty crazy. All right, artisan output plus 10%. That seems like the obvious choice to make given how long we've had a consumer goods shortage. Let's go ahead and go for that and continue to bolster that improvement in the economy. Escog. Yeah, you definitely need some gene clinics, and then you might have more that you need after that, but let's go with just the gene clinics to start. Oh, also let's get the various stations built there. And I do need to go ahead and start building hyper relays. So let me give some of those orders. Wait, didn't you just have the ability to build it, though? No, I guess not. So we need to wait a bit before we do more. All right, archaeological site pending. When the gate into the third layer finally opens, our scientists, curious about what they'll find next, flood into what is soon identified as a yet wealthier region of the Old Dome. At this point, we can make confident assumptions about what to expect from this city. Shortly after we enter the layer, one of our people suddenly turns around and savagely attacks a colleague. The victim is already dead on the ground by the time the unexpected assailant is restrained. In the aftermath, we are completely unable to get anything sensible out of the crazed scientist and get no better understanding of what happened to them. This layer is significantly smaller than either of the previous two, and it is most likely the final one before we reach the center of the dome. Only one gate remains. Our scientists stand ready to check the final layer. Huh. What could possibly go wrong, I wonder?
Ground invasion force has seized a planet.
What could possibly go wrong at this point? You seem like you're on a planet where everything is dead, and you're just getting closer and closer. Alright, so this station can connect. Some of these are probably going to need to just be fully disconnected, but for now I will connect you like so. As you wish. And we're going to have this fleet. And it looks like they're getting stronger again. So they're recovering a bit. Scum and villainy on Serpta. Crime continues to be a problem on Serpta. Yeah, we literally just took control of Serpta, okay? literally just took control of it, okay? It's okay. It'll be fine. Let's do precinct houses. And we will... Man, there's already 2 holo theaters there. Hang on, we need to replace a couple of things. Let's go ahead and replace that with an Autoton monument. Are there robotic... I want to make sure there's not robot construction happening anywhere else. And let's go ahead and see about decommissioning any robots. Set rights. Can I outlaw you? Please? Like, I'm not comfortable with this. Robotic workers. Outlawed. We're not doing it. Okay? We're not doing it. We are going to avoid that particular issue. So yeah, they're set to extermination now, and we are ceasing production of all robots. We're not going that route. We might in a future series, but not in this one. A salacious affair. The Dominion diplomatic corps has been shaken by the news emerging from the Numerian Crusaders. Our ambassador, Etha, son of Enim, who had been stationed there, has gotten himself into a serious mess with Numerian law enforcement. What is happening? Are you reading this? Are you hearing this? He's currently in connection with a salacious affair involving an astonishing range of serious crimes that culminated in a brutal double murder. I'm literally conquering and exterminating all of them right now. Why? How is this a thing? As matters stand, and with rumors running wild among the Numerians, there seems little doubt as to Etha, son of Enim's guilt. The Numerian authorities have requested that his diplomatic immunity be lifted so that he can face justice for his deeds. Let's go ahead and just recall him. It doesn't matter at this point. It'll be fine. Alright, also leader pool refreshed. Nice. How are we doing down here? Slowly taking control of a lot of territory here. We need to control that L-gate system, which would be nice to have control of. Absolutely. Abandoned gateway. Yep. Intriguing. Let's go ahead and claim that. Just 3 more systems over here to claim. And then we'll be done. And now I think I can go ahead and build the hyper relay in Wayford.
Construction.
They're also very costly in terms of crystals, so I need to be mindful of that.
Attacking enemy assets.
Ooh, new tradition tree. Okay. Okay. So far we have expansion, domination, prosperity. Prosperity was kind of... We didn't have much choice last time. We had to kind of lean on that. But I was leaning towards something that would give me more insight into the things they've added in this latest update. So we have 2 new tradition trees. We have aptitude, we have statecraft. Statecraft, again, is kind of council-based, whereas aptitude is leader-based. I'm going to go ahead and say aptitude, because I think that synergizes well with the fact that we're using vaults of knowledge.
Agenda available.
So now we have aptitude, we have the leadership conditioning agenda. The agenda leadership conditioning has been unlocked. See, now if I click that and close away from it, notice that? Like, the tooltip was gone. So if I hadn't read what was unlocked, I wouldn't have noticed. All right, but I'm not going to worry about changing anything too much. I have information quarantine going, and I've had it going this whole time. We are slightly over on our edict cap. I'm going to go ahead and say I want to select volatile land clearance, because if I have volatile land clearance unlocked, all these new colonies that I've gained and I'm gaining, I can get rid of their blockers a lot faster. Alright, so let's go ahead and claim Thoravia. Meanwhile, there's not a lot left down here. We've pretty much conquered them at this point, honestly. And it's great. We just need to explore whatever's going on up here. I see that transport fleet, but there's nothing they can do. I've already conquered everything in this area.
Construction complete.
So thanks for the opportunity to conquer the entire Numerian army, everybody. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, friends. I bet you didn't see that coming, did you? Sorry. All right, so... yeah, let's go ahead and just upgrade that because we do need more alloys coming in. Artisan output, very nice. Advanced cloaking field generator, also very nice. I think what I want more than anything at this point are the advanced research complexes. We've been leaning into technology this playthrough. It's helped us so far. I want to keep that going. Now, it seems like we might have a little bit here in the way of crime. So some precinct houses on some of these new planets. Probably a good idea. Let's give the upgrade order for some of the planets we've just taken. Okay. And we're going to move back down to Thoravia. Up to 13.2 fleet strength. Not even fully repairing in between battles, they're just marauding.
Attacking enemy vessels.
Good night. Alright, so now they're going to take Maleka. That garrison doesn't stand a chance. At all. So now I just want you to go take Baxorn, and we'll be good. Wow. Just wow. And we have all this territory down here to take too. These are all planets that we're just going to be able to steamroll with that army. It's going to be fan-freaking-tastic. Okay. I can definitely go ahead and increase... You know what? Let's do a hangar bay there. And a fleet academy. And the Wayford station, so far, it's just kind of a shipyard. Let's go all in. Let's just make it a full-on shipyard as much as possible. We'll add the fleet academy as well.
Planetary invasion commenced. Ground invasion force has seized a planet.
Okay, so now the invasion force, I can bring them back here and have them just start going ham. Oh, nice. This general actually has a new trade available. Oh my god. Okay, well, Glory Seeker. Additional army damage and additional army morale. Yup. Alright, we just took the planet Maleka. Let's go ahead and put in some gene clinics. Ooh, Betharian power plant. Nice. Very nice indeed. I would say... moat harvesting traps? Yeah, let's go ahead and go for those. I've steamrolled all of this so quickly that I don't... There's a lot that I don't know about the planets that I've taken. I'm going to have to just spend time really looking at what I've gained from all this. It's phenomenal. All right, I'm going to build another city district here because we clearly still have some amenities missing, and city districts help with that, in addition to providing additional space, housing, living arrangements.
Attacking enemy assets.
Alright, display of power is no longer on cooldown. Nice. I'm going to give the order to upgrade these ships, and it looks like they'll upgrade just at Thoravia. Again, this is one of the real advantages
Star system charted.
Of fighting this kind of empire. I already fully control this station. I don't have to wait for the war to end. I can actually upgrade my ships there. It's glorious. All right. Metallurgist output, plus 10%. Yes. That cannot come soon enough. I've been waiting for that particular upgrade. All right, let's pause for a moment. And I definitely on this planet would like... Yeah, we'll do another city district there. So I can tell, just from the kinds of pop-ups that are occurring on my planets, I can tell that the economy is really accelerating, because I'm just starting to get more and more... It's really pop growth that's accelerating, because I'm starting to get more and more opportunities faster and faster, and it's not just, I feel like, because I have additional planets.
Expanded.
I'm also building faster because of the technology that I unlocked, so that's very useful. All right, so these upgrades are kicking in. This should put us over 15k pretty easily. You love to see it. All right, so we have a couple of additional systems here to take, and then it looks like they don't actually control this back here. So there's even more to conquer. Oh my god.
Attacking enemy assets.
This is just an absolute obscenity. Talk about a turnaround from the initial moments of the series where I was literally saying we might have to restart this. And you know, at this point we're beyond, I would say we're beyond the point of like a safe restart. We would play through to the ending regardless of whether it was like a win or a loss. But this has been a dramatic reversal of fortunes. By any stretch. By any measurement. Like, it's just nuts. All right, let's go ahead and build an agricultural district there, because I think that's the obvious choice. Serpta, you have... yeah, pretty obvious choices here. Let's do a slave processing facility there. Also, Numerians are probably set, I would imagine, to... oh, interesting. They're set as slaves right now, too. And they have a tundra preference, which this is one of the things that's been best, like, about this entire situation. Yes, we've had trouble with both of these races declaring war on me, but they both have similar preferences in terms of habitat to me. So I'm just able to take their planets, enslave them, and incorporate them into my empire with relative ease. And it just... it's as awesome as this song, which we're going to listen to. Because why wouldn't you?
Upgraded. Vessels upgraded. Spaceport under attack.
Synthetic God is easily, I think, one of the best pieces of music. And I say this as a fan of both the more like fantasy style stuff and the sci-fi style stuff that Andreas has composed for Paradox. This track is seriously, I'm not being hyperbolic, it's just off the charts good. As soon as the final gate opens up, waves of intense psionic energy wash upon our scientists. Most of them collapse in apparent agony, leaving only a few to make their way to the actual lair itself. It seems to be a large temple with a massive dais or altar in the middle of it. All across the walls there are huge diagrams of different star systems, and a repeated one seems to center on Euchromia itself. Making their way closer to the middle, the few scientists that remain find that it is in fact an imposing machine fashioned in the form of an old altar. Let us tinker with this machine and see what we can find. As they start tinkering with the machine, they are suddenly beset by a shared auditory hallucination, a screaming command by something to be unearthed, unshackled. Visions of a creature ripping apart the Euchromia system plays over and over in their heads as the creature's demands grow shriller. Several of the scientists fall unconscious, unable to deal with the unabating torrents of sonic pain that rack their bodies. Rip the machine apart before it can cause any more harm, or release an Eldritch horror. And the event incoming transmission happens in 10 days. So where is the Euchromia system? That would be my question. Euchromia is over here. I mean, I kind of want to say let it out just because lore. Oh, wow. It actually destroyed the star. Holy crap. All right, well, let's see if we can get the scientist out. We actually lost a planet to that. Well, we didn't have the planet colonized, but we lost a colonizing opportunity to that. All right, activate cloaking. And get out.
Spaceborne lifeform encountered.
Finally, bow down, mortals, grovel before me, and I shall grant you protection and wisdom. Oppose me, and I shall be your end. O great one, embrace your wayward flock. So we can rebase, or we can rebuild our starbase in the Euchromia system. Or we can say, it was a mistake to release you. So we would gain research speed, but we would lose biological pop growth speed. Okay, well this one didn't balance out in our favor, did it? Because there's no real benefit to saying it's a mistake to release you, apart from just the sheer narrative of it. I'm not going to say, oh great one, embrace your wayward flock, because that's not something the High Dominion would say. But we're at influence cap right now, so unfortunately... Hang on, let's see if there's at least... Let's build that hyper relay. If we can queue up some of these. Okay, that's all we can do. Build a starbase, and build a starbase. We still have one more system here that hasn't been surveyed. Why didn't it get surveyed? Did we lose a scientist? Or did you just not come down here and survey that? Alright, come survey that, please. I'm going to say it was a mistake to release you. So you have chosen death. Cut the transmission. Alright, can we get our scientists the heck out, please?
Station under attack.
The birth of space piracy. Alert all commands, deploy the fleet. So this is in the Haldana system. Ironically, it's in a system that we've just recently started to control. And I just want to see if we can get our scientists safely out. Contact report Leviathan. We are but motes of dust. News of a giant being seen in the dark void of space is spreading across the Empire like a plague. There is concern and optimistic wonder, but mostly brings an existential dread to the populace. Historical documents will record this day as one of tremendous importance. We are but motes of dust. Can I just know that my scientist is going to get out alive, please?
Attacking enemy assets.
All right, good. They got out. That's all I wanted to see. So let's take a look around here. We're finishing the rest of the territorial efforts here. And we're going to start conquering these worlds. Nice. Looks like Whitson is going to be added to our territory soonish. I'm going to bring a construction ship down here. And I'm going to go ahead and use this as our stopping point for this episode. In the next one, we are going to finish this off. I mean, there's no way this war lasts beyond the next episode. We have our army in position. The last planets of theirs that I don't control are going to fall pretty easily to this force. And then we just have to make sure that all of this territory is safely locked down, which it certainly looks like it's headed in that direction. Then it's just a matter of building up what we've conquered and saying to a force like this one, like, hey, you might want to not mess around too much. Tell you what, I will go ahead and say that I want to improve relations with them, because I think I might, since we've fought alongside them, I might try and incorporate them somehow. And then the Mephishotans, I currently don't have any spies in that particular territory, so we need to change that. The Republic of Hydor, I also don't have any spies there, so let's go ahead and change that. And yeah, we're going to wake up at the end of this war to a new political reality, and the High Dominion of Syndar is going to be in a position to flex a lot of muscle, like, in a relatively short period of time. Relative to, like I was saying a moment ago, what we were looking at just, 5-6 episodes back was so much more stressful than this. And now it's like this. If ever there was an empire by this point in the game worthy of the name High Dominion, this is certainly up there near the top of the list, that would be given that particular name, that would be worthy of the name High Dominion of Syndar. So, lots to do, things going well, and we're going to keep it going in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 3 p.m. US Eastern Time. And comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.